What's up, everybody? It's Paul Shakuri here with a door-to-door mastery video. And in this video, I'm going to be answering a question of a door-to-door mastery fan who a gentleman by the name of Jacob actually asked. It's a great question for all of us to learn on. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to open up the email right now, and I'm going to read it out to you guys. But there's a lot of things I actually want to go into in this email because there's so many things that no matter what you sell, you can actually take away from this actual video. So he goes off to saying, hey, my name is Jacob Lyle, and I own a licensed professional handyman business. And by the way, you can check out his website at Jacob Lyle. That's JACOB. LYLE.com. And he says, I own a licensed professional handyman business and I'm having problems marketing my business. I've never done door-to-door sales and and have ever been successful at it. Okay. So, and I'm going to break this down, this email. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video if you can't accept the fact that you're going to listen to this as of in your bed. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. I'm way past that. The audience that follows now the show understands that there's nuggets in the full videos. And so, I'm looking at my screen over here. There's nuggets throughout the whole video that you can acquire. And that's just accept it or not, but this is how it works. Okay, I own a licensed professional handyman business and I'm having problems marketing my business, doing door-to-door. So first of all, I want to let you know, Jacob, that is 100% normal. Not everybody starts off doing well at door-to-door sales, especially being that you've never done door-to-door sales. And in the back of your head, as we'll get into this, as I pre-read this, you mentioned that you believe door-to-door sales is going to be good for your business. And I highly recommend, which I'm going to speak in this video, that yes, absolutely, doing door-to-door sales for this specific niche works very well, and I have lots of clients who do very well with it. So I can give you some awesome positive feedback of what you should do and the type of mindset you should have. So the first thing I want you to understand is, yes, it does work. Does it work for everybody? It could. Is it going to work for everybody? It could. Well, question mark, what do you mean by it could? And who does it work for and who does it not? Okay, so Jacob, the first thing I need you to understand is that if you're going to go out there and you're going to want to commit to doing door-to-door sales for your business to grow your client base, it will work, but you have to be all in on this. You have to set time aside saying for the next 6 months, let's just say, or 1 year, if inside your mind you can strengthen yourself up right now to say this, for 1 year, I'm going to put literally 8 hours a day aside, 6 hours, as much as you can push yourself. I'm going to put this amount of time aside on these specific dates, get real specific with it, and hold yourself accountable to going out and doing what I'm about to teach you, okay? It's not about going out and trying to see if it's going to work. Here's the reality, Jacob. When you get started doing door-to-door sales, it's more than likely not going to work at first, but just think about this, and I always relate door-to-door sales to a person who's like a carpenter or a handyman. Jacob, when you first got started doing your handyman work, were you as good as you were today? Or did you acquire skills and talents and slowly start learning things here and there along the way throughout your career and your path? The reality is you do start acquiring and getting more of these skills when you start putting yourself out there and you start to do it over and over again. So your brain starts getting shortcuts. Now, if you understand, sales is literally the highest paying career that you can possibly get. So don't you think that it would make sense that, you have to spend some time in sales and engulf yourself into it in order to get good, okay? People think, oh, it's just, that's my personality. There's all these limiting beliefs that people put inside their head as to reasons as to why they can't do great at it. So I'm here to tell you, I'm not just saying this to toot your horn or to hope that you go out and master, door-to-door sales to grow your business, but I'm going to give you some advice. And absolutely, yes, first of all, it will work. So what approaches would you consider I take to sell services to customers door to door? Below these paragraphs, I will copy and paste my Craigslist ad to give you a better idea of what I'm selling. Also visit my website for a list of services offered. Now, I could tell you're a handyman because you're very organized and you're neat. Sorry, a great handyman. So your quality of work, believe me, I can already tell. Had I have issues and I need to call you to come, I would be confident just from looking at your website. Now, your website could do a little bit of cleanup for the look, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be there right now. I do think as you grow, as you develop, you need to reinvest into that. And just so you know, I do have a cousin out in California who builds these type of sites. So if you're ever looking for that, please do just go to infinitygurus.com or email me, pshack@doortodoormastery.com. I'll get you guys in contact. I'll get you special pricing, and he can fix that up. It's not needed right away. I don't personally believe that. What I do like is you do put some prices and stuff like that. But you have a personal video over there, and we can better that video to get you a little bit more sociable. I felt when I watched that, you were a little too timid, and I get it that people who are typically handyman aren't so social, loud and rowdy, and that's fine, completely fine. But perhaps we look at it at a different angle. If we want to get really serious about this business, that you hire somebody to be a spokesperson for that, and you can look locally, at hiring an actor, getting them a script, and saying, "Hey, this is Jacob Lyle's a handyman business. We keep everything in house. We cut costs, so you save, and we still keep the quality up. These are 5 main reasons why we personally believe why we would love to earn your business when the next time you have an issue, or perhaps to call us and get a free quote, something like that. But along those lines. Not crazy needed now, because we're going to primarily focus on door-to-door sales and building a relationship with these potential customers who will ultimately turn into customers and repeat customers. Okay, so with this line of work, it's great, it's going to work, but it's going to be a little bit of a longer term play for you. Okay, so just to touch upon that, should it be verbal, or would using a poster board with a list of common services offered to give the customer idea of things that need to be repaired and fixed and cleaned? No. If you're a handyman and you do it all, I would in general write, anything from pipes to, and I'm not a handy person, anything from this to that, and be general and specific with it. You can list the details of what it is, there's different types of services you offer, but the reality is they're not really going to be, scrolling through and looking for everything like, oh, does this guy do plumbing? Yes, I see it. People don't have patience. They're just going to go to the local plumber to get the plumbing done, more than likely, if they don't know you personally that you're a handyman and you do all this. If you want to get really technical, I would put a search bar on your page, again, later on, but just ways to grow. I'd put a search bar on your page, search to see the different types of services we offer, and they type in PLUM, and all of a sudden it'll show plumbing, yes, with a green check mark, something like that. People want to access it quick. If you're just going to put a list of the items and prices, it won't work for the majority of people, okay? But I personally, again, you have to test. That's just my personal advice to you. So what opening pitches would you recommend I speak to the customer? I would basically start off with knocking on the door, stand really far back, and saying, "Hi, you're the owner of the property here." "Yeah, I am. What can I do for you?" "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I've actually been in the neighborhood here for the last 3 weeks, and I've been helping a lot of people with all the issues they've been having because these neighborhoods are a little bit older with the piping and the plumbing and stuff like that. So I just wanted to actually leave a business card with you or a flyer, so the next time you do have a repair that you definitely at least think of me. That's all. That's all I wanted to do." And they're like, "Oh yeah, no, thank you very much," right? They're thinking they're going to get rid of you. But by the way, what's your name? And then start opening up the conversation. So what you'd want to do in your opener pitch is make them feel like, and this is not a trick to where you should feel bad about, because if the person really doesn't want to talk to you, you're going to walk away and move to the next door. But what you want to do is you want to ease off, you want to hand them something, feel like you're going to just leave right away, but then give one last chance to see if you can hold a conversation, because the whole objective and goal is to hold a conversation, a meaningful conversation at the door. So what's your name? Awesome. Hey, I just want to, just for personal feedback, I'm the owner of the company. I keep everything really personable. I know who pretty much everybody knows me, which work I do on the property. I save people money on that, and I've been doing it for 25 years. But just a quick question for you. In the last 3 years, have questions that you ask that are very similar all the time. So in the last 5 years, can you name me 3 different types of things that happened inside your property that you needed to fix? We had a water leak, we had a this, and did you call 3 different companies, or was there one company that, did that? Okay, and if you don't mind me asking, so pipe, what happened exactly? This is, as you can tell, I get really excited about it. Did you feel the person who came to fix it, did they, and how did you think their pricing was? Did they do a good job? Okay, that's awesome. So for something like that, typically, if you want to educate them, you want to look like the professional, you want to go out of your way to give this person who's at the other side of the door comfort, knowing that if something went wrong, dude, Lyle's my guy. Jacob's my guy. Mr. Lyle is my guy. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to give that guy a chance. I shot the with him at the door, and I actually like this person. Honestly, he's a great guy. He's cool. Why not? I'd give him a try. At least call him for a quote, because that's what you want. See, you're going to have to fight for their business. And I'm gonna bash something you wrote, so stay tuned at the end of this your email. I'm gonna bash you for something, because it's personally something that I get very frustrated with on Handyman. That always, if I ever have something, because I'm not a handyman, I hire people all the time, but it frustrates the shit out of me when they tell me this. And I'm gonna bash you for it, and watch. When you don't do it, you will see you'll get more sales and you'll get more trust with your customers, and believe it or not, you'll collect more money from them. So let's dive on in more. So what opening pitch? I basically watched the video again. I just told you that. And by the way, I have my MasterD2D.com program where I actually teach you fully in detail everything about your opener pitch, features and benefits, how to close the deal. And by the way, in this in the link in this description on YouTube, there's going to be a link where you can grab my 3 free video series where I dive into a lot about the opener pitch, building features and benefits, building value in your features and benefits, transitioning into the close, how to close deals. So I actually teach you that too. And for those of you who have already taken that and still not taken me up on my MasterDDD.com program, it's your loss. You're losing money every single day. I assure you. I know my crap, and I want to literally pass this information to you. Of course, it's something that helps drive and grow, the business that I do create with this door knocking program. But also to you unlock knowing all the details you need to learn about closing more sales at those doors. MasterDDD.com. Grab that program. People ask me, is it going to go down the price? Absolutely not. It's actually going up. We need to actually drive the price well above the $1,500 mark, and then start hiring people to start selling the program. Ultimately, that's my goal. That's where we're going with it. It's well worth that. You get and accumulate a couple of sales. It pays for itself anyways. So I'm super confident in the price going up. If you want to secure that rate, depending when you watch this, grab the video. If it's anything less than $1,500, it's up to you, but I highly recommend you grab that video today. Okay, these days there are thousands of handymen in every single state and county. A few videos on selling services at the door would be very helpful. So here is something for you. You're right. There are thousands of people that are literally doing exactly what you're doing. So my question to you is, why would somebody go with you? Think about this, everybody. Think about this. Why would somebody go with you? And this is something that's very important to note. Your industry is not the only industry where there's thousands of people. Your industry is not the only industry where there's thousands of people doing what you're doing. It's every industry these days. You think about it, it's really every industry these days. I'm talking home security, I'm talking solar. How many companies are there doing all that? Pest control, millions. Open the yellow pages or Google it. You'll see there's thousands. But how are you going to earn their business? By standing out. Door-to-door sales is not dead, folks. It's not dead. Okay? Understand this. The next person that tells me this, tell it to my face and I'll slap you. I really mean this. It's not dead. You're building a relationship with somebody at the door so you can go out there and literally close that deal. You have the ability to close them on the spot or generate a hot lead so you can stay on top of your customers to close it so you can get that deal. Okay, so what makes you different? And I'll tell you, Handyman, I want somebody who's personable, who's fair, who is reliable. I can and actually gives me some sort of guaranteed warranty that, dude, you're gonna fix my pipes and it's not gonna cause a massive damage. But I also gotta like the person I talk to, and I'll actually pay him a little bit more, believe it or not. But I also want you to be fairly priced, and on top of it, like I said, you know, I want to be able to have this person on call if anything happens, or if he can't solve it and fix it, he has somebody who he can actually refer who's equally of the fair price and exactly what I was looking for. So keep in mind, that's what you want to touch upon, Jacob. You want to be that personable person who people like and trust you, who's fair priced, but then also on top of that, they refer people to you and you're trustworthy and you're reliable, okay? So those are the things you want to touch upon. Google AdSense, Yelp, Facebook, you talk about all those advertising mediums that so many people do. It works, but you're gonna have to charge more to go and do the installs, you know, and then hiring people and growing. Now, although that's an awesome business model, I don't think you're ready for that right now. As a matter of fact, you are not ready for that right now. Do not go out and do it. There's no need to do it because you need to get to door-to-door basics. You need to start building revenue within your company. Now, unless you're sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars and you can afford losing and figuring out what works, you know, taking and studying and buying people's programs. By the way, Mike Bashy is a guy, you can just Google him, who I personally know very well, who helps me with my internet marketing stuff. I set all that stuff up, and he's an internet marketing guru. And I've known him for a really long period of time, and he's helped me from my businesses and stuff like that. So, you know, you can research his stuff and watch his YouTube videos, but that's going to take some time. Don't go crazy and just spend a bunch of money and get pissed off and kick it out, okay? And kick the tire, to say. So here's where I'm going to bash you. Are you ready? Wait a second, ping. Also, okay. Also, how do I target a good area versus a bad area to sell services? You know better than me. Who's your target? Who's your avatar? The question is, are you looking for those rich houses where they're able to afford more? I don't think so personally, because I think those people, yeah, they'll like to save money. That's fine. I would say go to it. You could pretty much go and sell almost everybody who either has a problem or will put your phone number on call for when they do have a problem. So you can knock everywhere, but where I think your bread and butter might be are the older homes, because the older homes may start to have a little bit more damage, right, to their property that will need more issues. So you want to maximize your time in the beginning. I would say that would be the place to go to. So older neighborhoods, older turf. Okay, so that's where I would actually go. You're going to need also, please email me. You're going to need some type of CRM or some type of list building program. And that's another video of itself that I'm going to be creating and coming up with to show you guys. But where you'll actually put people in and you actually send them out emails, you know, with offers or just, you know, tips and different stuff. That works very well in your industry, your business. It also works very well in solar, works very well in home security. And, you know, I'm gonna put together, and I'm talking to Mike Bashy right now to put together possibly a program to where I can teach and educate you guys that stuff as well. But you're gonna need that. So email me, pshack@doortodoormastery.com, and I'll connect you and talk to you about stuff like that. Now, you ready for this? We're gonna wrap this video up, but I'm also gonna tell you this. Here's where you went wrong. Also, my time/labor is offered at $50 an hour in Marietta, Georgia, USA. Marietta, Georgia, USA. By the way, I was just out in Georgia about 4 months ago or so or more. Customer is responsible for paying any products, parts, labor, paint, in these areas used for my site, blah, blah, blah. Okay, listen, and if I can give you the best advice to anybody watching this video, and Jacob, if you watched through all the way, which I'm sure and certain you're going to, never ever say what your going hourly rate is. I get it. I understand you are a technician and you guys' minds work this way. I do this and I get that. Listen, I'm here to tell you, do you want to dominate your area? Do you want to gather all the peoples in the area that will literally call you? Don't ever bring that line up. I assure you. Go out there saying, listen, I'm going to quote you on the job, and I'm going to assure you that first of all, it's going to be priced very fair. Let me diagnose the issue and let you know exactly give you a good estimate of how many hours it would take and get you my discounted rate, by the way, of what it would cost for the piecework. When somebody tells me $50 an hour, understand something. I'm hiring you as the handyman to come and fix my thing. The first thing I think is, oh shit, is this going to take me 20 hours, 50 hours, 100 hours? How many hours is this going to take? And sure, you can go in and quote. Nobody likes to hear three for only 3 hours, $50 an hour. I'm paying $150. Nobody wants to hear that. Instead, say, you know what? Here's the issue. The problem is you have a pipe leaking like this. It could cause water damage that will probably cost you anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000. What's going to be needed is I'm going to need to bring my soldering gun, take this off, put a pipe in here, do this, fix it up, seal it up. And you know what? For all the materials and everything, I can get you in around $250, just so you know. I would like to get it if I save some time and I can see, depending on this, I can get you down to $200, but picture in the range to $200 and $250. And I'm sure I'm not just going to try to push to $250. And by the way, if you actually can refer me to anybody who damage, I'll even go ahead and make sure I keep it at that $200 range. So somebody who's willing to negotiate, talk, and be flexible, I assure you, my man Jacob, you will dominate and you will sell, 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 sell. Last thing I want to tell you is your objective is going to go out there and create leads. I briefly said it. You're going to want to obviously close people who already have issues and they invite you in the property. Take a look. Don't be afraid. If they're like, yeah, I've been having an issue with, hey, since I'm here, it's a free, no quote. Hand over your ID badge, create an ID badge for yourself, your company, have your corporation name, yada, yada. This is who I am. This is my company. So they feel comfortable letting you in the property. Hey, let's go take a look at it and I'll just tell you what the issue is. And if you ever decide to hire me or anybody else, you're more than welcome to blah, blah, blah. Give them so you're already there. And what you want to do is you got to get my 3 free video series. Grab it. You grab my masterddd.com program. You're seriously somebody who's going to absolutely need it. But you'll learn the full process to actually getting in, building value, closing the deal, all in that masterddd.com program. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that notification button too. So every time I create a video, as you can see, there's a ton of new content coming out. And most importantly, in the link in the description, if you don't already have my 3 free video series, go and grab that as well. Take care, everybody. See you. God bless. I love you all. And I'll talk to you and see you guys in next videos. Don't forget to hit the comments, and I am going to reply to your comments. Take care. Peace all. See you later.